What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of The Chi. This is the season 2 finale, The Scorpion and the Frog. Okay, really wasn't the I I'm so conflicted right now because we all know about the whole Jason Mitchell situation. You know, we have to bring it up only because of the way that this episode ended. And had he, like, I'm just confused and I'm just trying to think as to what is going to happen in season 3. You know, the show has been renewed for season 3, and the way that they ended it, like, one of the main story arches on this show was Brandon Mitchell's character, the Brandon Mitchell character. And you know, his stuff was becoming really big. Okay, he was one of the biggest storylines on the show. Um and the way that they ended it with his character looking like that he's gonna work with the cops and learning the truth about Otis Perry. And we don't know what's going to happen with him. The cliffhanger now is, oh, Jesus Christ. It's so much of a cliffhanger now because of the fact that he's not coming back to the show, the character. So, well, the actor. And at this point, it's like, are they going to replace him, get somebody that looks like him, or they're just going to write him all the way out? Is it going to be one of those where it time jumps, it don't pick up right where it left off, it time jumps, and then, throughout the season, we find out what happened to him or whatever? But I'm really trying to fathom and see how they're going to bring back season 3 and make it make sense and still make it as good as season 1 and season 2, because they set up season 3 to be something really, really good. And we know one of the big main storylines that's going to be in season 3 is trying to take down Otis Perry. Okay? Do that. Otis Perry is what gets you hired. Okay? Do that is what gets you some ass. You know what I'm saying? That's anyway, y'all get what I'm saying, right? I just got deep on a second, but it just made me think, like, oh my god, I wish he. It takes one motherfucker to fuck it up for everybody. Anyway, moving on from that, let's just get into the episode. The season finale was a good season finale. It tied up some loose ends and it left the cliffhanger like a motherfucker, like I said, a couple of, because we don't know what happens with at least one of the characters, okay? Um, at the end of the day, we'll see. We just gotta see what Lena and them gonna put forth and write for us. But moving on from that, what wound up happening is we're gonna go person by person. We got this whole situation with Emmett. Emmett is dealing with the fact that, he's a manager now. His daddy comes back in the picture trying to talk to him because he's been avoiding Tiffany. We saw him about to get ready to text Tiffany or call Tiffany, but then he started texting Keisha saying that he was thinking about her, just seeing what was up. But he eventually shows that he's trying to grow up a little bit, just a little bit, by getting his own place. It's nothing much, but it's $300 a month. And he shows his mom, and his dad comes down there to speak to him. And because Tiffany came by with the baby, Emmett Jr., and at this point he's upset, he's incensed that the dad got to see his grandson before he was able to let him see him. And he was like, I'm his grandfather. It was like, and I hate when people throw that out there, well, I'm his this. Okay, well, he's still the parent, and y'all should have figured that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But Tiffany took that upon herself, and I guess the mother trumps the father in this situation because she had sole custody and she didn't know what Emmett was. So this is what happened. Had she known what Emmett was, maybe he could have set it up for Darnell to meet Emmett Jr. on his own time and not at the time that he did. And so at this point, you have yourself to blame for that, because you was avoiding stuff. But I get that he was trying to figure stuff out. And he even said, I don't even know if the baby mine, because Tiffany told him that, he was pregnant. I mean, she was pregnant with his second child of her, between them two. And he was like, I don't even know if the baby mine. And a whole bunch of y'all put that in the comments. That was one of the one of the comments I kept on seeing. How he even know the baby hus? How he even know the baby his or whatever? And I was thinking the same thing until the daddy said, now come on, why would she want to fuck around and get pregnant by your broke ass? Not just once but twice. And I said, you know what? That do make sense. So that's his baby. That's his baby. I'm gonna just say that's his baby for right now. Okay, wouldn't that be some shit if you find out that that ain't his baby? But anyway, we see him trying to mature a little bit, just a little bit. We see Tiffany coming over. He finally talking to Tiffany. We saw an incident with his mom, and he had a conversation with her, and trying to get him to grow up and to see her point of view when she said she was lonely. Listen, I'm gonna just put this out here because Jada, Ronnie was trying to get back with Jada. Jada said, "Fuck you." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I don't want to lose my friend." Baby, listen, Ronnie, it's over. It's done with. You crossed the line. I could not be cool with somebody who would do some shit like that. And that just goes to show, like, I don't know how you're unpredictable as hell when you're drunk as shit. And I just don't know how you will act and respond. And I don't know. I don't know if I could take the chance that you would fall off the wagon and something to trigger you and you would just go off the deep end the way that you did. I just wouldn't be able to take that chance, and that's not the type of person I would want in my life for, anymore. And so I understood why Jada said, fuck you. I took a chance on you when everybody was saying fuck you after what you did to that boy, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that you the neighborhood drunk or whatever, you was doing good. I took a chance and you fucked that up, strikes out, okay? You had 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, not even that. And so Darnell come over to the crib trying to drop off some baby clothes that Emmett wouldn't come and get. And, Emmett told her he didn't want to be like his father with all them damn kids. Next thing you know, Darnell is over at Jada's place, and he spills the beans. Jada wasn't going to let him in up until he spills the beans that Emmett got another baby on the way. And she was like, wait a minute, what? He was like, damn. And I said, I knew this shit was going to happen. I knew he was going to fuck it up. That's why they brought his ass back into the picture, okay? So at this point, they in there talking. They in there having wine. Jada is a little loopy. I said, bitch, the fuck? You tips that wine hit her in the head and in the throat like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here like, Jada, tell him to go. Darnell, go. Go. No, because next thing you know, they started talking about how it was back in the day. You weren't really in Emmett's life, and I didn't want this to happen. I was a single mama. I did this. I did that. It was like, I don't see how you do it with all the kids that you got. Me and my wife, we like roommates at this point. She can't do it like you did. Sex wasn't, all that with us, and we ain't had sex in a while or whatever, but with us, sex was bomb and shit. Yeah, we did have some good sex and all that shit, but you married as fucking all that. It is what it is at this point. And I said, Jada, what are you doing? Next thing you know, he kissed her. She was like, bitch, what? And he was like, come on, man. And next thing you know, I said, no, Jada, girl. Resist temptation. That wine said, bitch, I'm lonely. That wine, you want to know what it was? That alcohol made her a little juicy. Okay, that's what it was. The alcohol made her a little juicy in all aspects of the world. Okay, let me tell you something. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. The alcohol made her a little bit juicy. Okay, and that's what it was. Her kitty was purring. Okay, and the available dick that she was in love with and all that stuff is right there. He did her wrong. I did you wrong. All that shit. All that shit. It was right there. It was available. It was willing. She was waiting for him to cross the line because she wasn't going to be the one to do it. Okay? She had her pride and she knew he was going to cross that line. And baby, when he crossed that line that second time, she said, fuck it. Fuck it. Kitty purring and I need it. Okay, I couldn't get no dick from Ronnie. Alright? Couldn't get no dick from nobody else at this point. But baby, I'm finna get this dick from you. Baby, they started going at it like rabbits. I said, oh my God, Jada, stop it. Stop it. And at this time, Emmett walks in. And I said, thank God. Thank God, because I did not want, because Jada would have been stupid as fuck and fucked around and got her ass pregnant. Would have fucked around and got her ass pregnant, okay? God damn. Goddamn, bitch. Anyway, so at this point, Emmett pissed off. He walks out. Jada goes over to his place trying to talk to him at the restaurant, trying to say, I'm lonely. He was like, what the fuck you mean you lonely? I said, your mom got needs too, but I understand where he coming from. You gonna go back to that nigga that fucked you over? Bitch, no. I said, oh, so you don't want her to be a dumb bitch just like your baby mom is a dumb bitch for going back to you? I don't mean to call a girl a bitch, but she a dumb. She a dumb, okay? For going back and doing the same thing twice and getting the same fucking results. Girl, come on, insanity, look up the definition, bitch. Tiffany, Jada, y'all about to be up in there, neck and neck, y'all almost there. Girl, so they come to some type of little agreement and all that stuff. He trying to man up and, take care of some of his responsibilities, and Tiffany come over to his place and, see what's going on. He saw little EJ, they civil, and he didn't tell. He said, "What have you figured out what you're gonna do with the baby?" And then when he was at his place with her, he said, "Whatever it is that you want to do, listen. I feel like it's gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna still be there for my baby regardless." I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna be there for you." I said, "Okay, whatever. We gonna make it work. If you want to keep the baby, go ahead. We gonna make this work." I said, "Okay, little Emmy. We'll see how long this shit lasts." He's sitting there, his little out closing thing. He has little EJ by himself cooking him dinner, got him down there, playing and all that stuff. I said, A for effort. I'll give you that. Moving on from there, who else we want to go to? Speaking of Ronnie. Ronnie is, like I said, he was trying to get Jada. I just want you to be my friend. I'm sorry. And then Tracy came up in there. Oh, so you move on quick, huh? You move on quick. No, Tracy just a friend of mine from the past. That's all that she is. It is what it is. Like, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt anything? I can come back later. I'm just here to drive him. That's all. Because, he got the DUI. Been there, done that, don't want that no more. Okay? But what eventually happens is, at this point, he's dealing with his little demons that he has about finding out the paternity of him and finding out the fact that his father was literally right across the street from him, never interacted with him. And so Tracy had got this invitation to go down to the baby's christening in Arkansas, her grandchild. And so the mama actually was okay with, Ronnie coming as well. And so they took a trip down there. They drove down there in their car. I was praying that the car don't break down. He said, my car can make it, you just gotta drive. I was like, all right, we gonna test the faith, okay? They had faith that car was gonna make it. It made it, and at this moment, they was at the christening, everything was going good, and you could just see, him just like, oh, just, something was bubbling. I said, oh, bitch, don't tell me he's gonna get triggered. He said, give me the keys to my car. Give me the keys to the car. And I was like, where you finna go? His daddy house. His daddy lived down there in Arkansas. He found the address from Ethel. And that speech that he gave is a speech that a lot of people... I felt bad for him in that moment. I really did. Because that speech that he gave was a lot that a lot of people, men and women, go through who are fatherless. Who have no idea either who their father is or they know who their father is, and there just was an absentee father, parent in general. You was not there for me. You was right across the street from me. I was searching for something. It led me down the road to do bad things, and I'm still doing it. And, the one thing, it didn't give me that substance that I needed. I needed somebody to guide me. I needed an example to look up to. I needed somebody to be there in my life, and you wasn't there. Oh, bitch. Ashley, come back, because I just went there. Because I could do my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I could do my own shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. Bitch, don't touch on my feelings. Don't touch on my feelings, and bitch, you don't know my life. Even though they kind of said that shit, but you don't know my life. But anyway, so he was like, and I talked to the boy who I killed. His brother. And they did have a conversation. He came over there. Brandon saw Ronnie outside before he went to Arkansas, and he saw him, and he was just basically like, Coogie was this and Coogie was that, and I understand how you feel. You know, I seen Jason play this game here, and you know, I understand the feeling how you felt when I found out that my brother was dead. It's the same feeling that you felt when you found out your son was passed away, and that you thought who did it and all this stuff. And basically, Brandon forgave him, and he was like to his daddy, "You know what? I gotta do what I gotta do. What he did for me, he forgave me." And I gotta do that for you. And I said, "Oh, that's ground. Bitch, I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. Girl, no, Ashley's not there yet, okay? Moving on from that, Daddy was like, you know, the car used to be good, okay? And I can help you get it into some pristine, back to restore it to the condition that it was if you help me. So that was his way of breaking the ice and trying to offer to be in his life. I said, bitch, I want a goddamn apology, bitch. I'm sorry for not being there, because you're not really sorry. But it is what it is. So they gonna work on their relationship, and we see what their ending scene is, that they were working on the car and trying to make something work. You know, just putting forth the effort for the moment. Okay. We don't know how far it's gonna go, because Daddy don't know. We don't know how long Daddy got. That's what it is. We don't know how long Daddy got. Bitch, Daddy had an oxygen tank and Daddy could barely walk. Okay, he was limping. He was struggling a little bit, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. Moving on from that, what else went on in this episode? Emmett, the boys. Oh my God. Well, let me do Brandon right quick. So Brandon, you know, Brandon was on his taco truck, and Tucson came over there and basically did a search warrant, tried to see if it was some drugs and stuff in the car. And he was like, "What the fuck, Alice? You know, you look familiar." She was like, "Yes, I'm Detective Alice." And it's like, ain't this about a bitch? You know, because he got criminal activity. His car being, you know, if he did not see, this is what Doodah fucked up at. Okay, at this point, Doodah fucked up. In my opinion, honest opinion, my baby fucked up because of the simple fact that Brandon told you what was going on and told you that the cops was looking, but you still had these guys surrounding the car, you know, being protection for him and looking out for him and all that stuff. But yet you did not think that these people would be under surveillance, like the cops knew who they were. And you know, if he's already telling you that the cops are looking into him, why not think that, hey, I need to back it off and make it look a bit more normal, like having them just back off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't put too many guys and take some guys out if I don't want to draw attention. That's what Doodah, in my opinion, fucked up at, okay? You know, you smart, you fine, and you did all that, but you kind of fucked up on that part. You know what I'm saying? And so she went in there. You weren't gonna find no drugs because he's not a drug dealer and he wasn't dealing no drugs or whatever. But she did find that gun from Reg, okay? And at this point, he had to go to jail. He wouldn't give up where he got the gun from. You know, she worried about her son. She doing all this shit. We find out because they moved her son. Cruz was telling her, you know that the heat was gonna come down eventually on your son or whatever because of who you are and what's going on. You knew it was gonna happen. You trying to bury yourself in this case because she did tell him that she had booked what's his name, Brandon. So at this point, you know, Brandon's not really trying to say nothing. Brandon really don't know much besides the fact that Doodah is a street nigga, okay? Is Doodah. But anyway, that just, you know, I was thinking about something. Anyway, I'll get back to it. But Doodah and Ralph Angel, goddamn, brother and son. You know, they could be cousins or they can be daddy. No, I ain't gonna age him like that. He fine as wine, but you know, you get fine. That's Ralph Angel in a few years. You know, in like a good 30 years or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, what was I saying? Doodah. Yeah, Doodah came down there to bail him out. Or I should say Otis Perry came out there to bail him out. Okay. And he was just telling him, Because Brandon was like, what I gotta do to get out? What I gotta do to get out? He was like, bitch, you ain't getting out of this shit. You gonna do what you gotta do, and it is what it is. Okay, that's what it's gonna do. I'm gonna get you the best lawyer. You don't have to worry about it. And so at this point, Jerica come down there. Jerica pissed the fuck off, as she should be. And she was like, why is Otis Perry down here? So they had this conversation, baby. They went in on each other in this conversation. And we just knew that their relationship, they had too many issues. These same issues kept coming up about where he's from, where she's from, the different worlds, the different things that they've been through. And when he laid it out there, you ain't been through this. And because she was like, I didn't picture myself, this ain't working for me, okay? You out here working with this person that you claim you didn't know this stuff about, but I'm pretty sure you knew about him. You found out the information. Where did you get the money to get my ring, okay? You were sitting on this information. You lied to me. You didn't tell me what was going on. And then you think that I really wanted to grow up and to be married and have something with a person that deal drugs and who goes to jail or whatever. And then she was like, bitch, you up here. Oh my God, sadomasochist. Okay. You know, what the fuck is on my TV? Anyway, I just seen a dude in the sling. Okay, what is this? Oh, it didn't went on to the credits. I didn't miss all the action. I'm gonna rewind later. Anyway, so she was just like, I'm not here for that. That's not what I wanted. And then he was like, so you judging me as if you went through the struggle. You didn't go through the struggle. You don't know my life. You don't know how it is, me trying to avoid being in the streets and all that stuff, trying to take my brother out the streets or whatever, going on the street corners to beg for money so that my brother and me can have something to eat, pulling my mama who was pissy drunk, you know, out of bars and out of pimps' cars and stuff like that. See, this is your privilege that's talking. You grew up with fancy shits and Jack and Jills and stuff like that. I didn't grow up like that. You get to talk like this because you privileged as shit, okay? So don't give me that bougie bitch, that bougie shit and all that stuff. Baby, then he went off. They both went off on each other. And when he said what he said, she was over it. And she said, bitch, let me just tell you this. I will get my stuff. I'll come back and I'll get my stuff. She put that ring down and he was like, come on now, Jerica. Come on now, Jerica. Bitch, at the end of the episode, he came back in the house. She cleared out everything. I said, damn. So what was Brandon's? The house? The building? The apartment? Girl, you know he can't afford that shit. But anyway, but then again, he playing with Doodah, so he probably can now. But at this point, you know, he went down to the police station and he talked to Alice and, you know, he was like, tell me what I got to do. She said, that gun that you had, I need to know where it got from. He was like, you know, I ain't never shoot nobody because the gun got 3 bodies on it. She said, that's 3 murder charges. That's 3 life charges. Okay. Life sentences. And he was like, you know, I ain't never shoot nobody in my life. And he was like, I know. He was like, tell me what I need to do. And he was like, let me ask you this question. Am I the scorpion or the frog? And so later, you know, they're sitting out at the end of the episode, the way the episode ends. They're sitting in the truck observing Otis Perry doing a ribbon cutting on this trauma center land that they're going to build this trauma center. And they figured out what he was doing. Because early in the episode, Alice Toussaint, detective, she figured out the reason why the company, that real estate company is called Family C Construction or what, real estate or whatever. F is the 6th letter in the alphabet. C is the 3rd letter. 63. You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing was them about driving down the property of the land that's around in that neighborhood so that they can drive down the value and they can pick it up for cheap. And then they can build back up the thing with the trauma center. That's what he was doing. So he was doing the violence. He was the home invasions and all that stuff just so that the property value can go down and that he can pick that shit up for cheap and then build his stuff up for cheap and then bring people more back into the community and put more money into his pockets. I said, damn, is it really like that? It's really like that, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you know, we see that happening, and I don't even know how season 3 gonna happen with the kids. Boy, you know, Kevin, he go back to school. He tries to apologize to Maisha. Maisha said, you know, it is what it is. I thought you was different. You know, I thought you was different. I really did. And here, here's your necklace back, okay, that you gave me. And here's this book from Northside Prep from 2015. I brought it off of Amazon, whatever. Because, Jess, I was going to give it to you earlier, but I don't need it no more. So this will be the last thing that you get from me at this point. You ain't my problem no more. But I just wanted you to have this so that you can know you go to this school. This is where a lot of successful people that comes downtown, working downtown, this business people and all that stuff went to school here, okay? And so he was sitting in his room, he was looking at it, and he stopped at one page. First, one page was nothing but white kids, and then the next page we see, down at the corner, you see this little black and white photo, look like some black kids, black boys that was doing some things, and then you turn it over, it was a grown-up black boy who was a former student, and I guess it was showing that he's successful and all that stuff. And so when he heard his mama, he threw it in the garbage can. I said, "What is your problem?" So he went over there to Brandon Place to get his hair cut. He went and got a little fade. I said, "Oh, okay, that's cute." He growing up. He was like, "Yeah, it's time anyway. Got to get a new look." And Brandon was telling him, because he was telling him about what happened with Maisha and the friends making fun of him. And he was like, you got to just apologize and apologize and apologize. And when you keep on apologizing and you get tired of apologizing, you just got to keep on apologizing, okay? Until she sees that you sorry and all that shit. He had a new look at the end of the school. When he came and he showed up, he did see Jake out there, and Jake was slinging, and he was like, I thought I told him about this. And this is when we first hear about the scorpion and the frog, the scorpion helping the frog over and the frog helping the scorpion. Basically, the frog thinking that the scorpion is his friend, and then and trying to help him out, only for the frog to get stabbed in the back by the scorpion, because that's the scorpion nature. You can't change his nature. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And so basically at this point, Jake was the scorpion. He had earlier got picked up by one of Doodah's people. Reg was sitting down there talking to Doodah, and basically Doodah wanted him to bring in Jake, try to slowly implement him into the company. Okay, we're gonna start off making it seem like he's doing some legit work by mopping floors, doing deliveries or whatever, but we gotta groom him for the next generation to keep the company growing. I said, "Ain't this about a bitch?" He was like, "Is there anything that I need to be doing?" He said, "Just keep doing what you're doing." A couple of y'all said in the comments, what if Doodah is Jake's daddy? I mean, Q was Jason daddy on season 1, so we don't know. But moving on from that, at the end of the episode, Kevin did take that book out the garbage can, and he was looking at that page once again of that successful black man, and he had his little cut, and he had his jacket for Northside Prep. I was like, "Oh, okay." And so at the very end of the episode, that we saw with Reg, he was over there at the chicken shack, ordering up all this food with Big Mike. Big Mike said, "Give me an order of fries and 25 fucking wings." I said, "What in the mukbang is going on?" What is happening? They was eating a whole bunch of stuff. They walked out that restaurant. They get distracted by seeing these girls on on the back of these motorcycles, and next thing you know, the second girl pulled out a machine gun and just started letting their ass up. And next thing you know, Reg was down on that floor. He was gone. I don't know if he dead, but bitch, they went and took Jake out the house, and he just looks sad and dejected because we don't know what happened to him at this point. But basically, that was how the episode ended. Y'all tell me how this season was for you guys, and you tell me how you like this season finale, and I will see you guys later. Peace.